Hey, Colin?
Yep.
Go time.
Go time.
I'm Tony Fast, and my family's been blessed to be able to farm in Montana for over 100 years now. A lot has changed in those 100 years, and it wouldn't be possible without the great team we have and blessings from our Savior Jesus Christ. Well, good morning. Back here at the combines. Got some trucks moved over here. Fuel's on its way over. Had to go get the fuel truck, the conveyor, the east trucks, fire truck, all that stuff moved over from the guest farm over to this farm. So Colin's on his way over right now. We're gonna get everything rolling. My combine's down to 1 bar of fuel. Dad's got about 3 left. I don't know if 1 bar means I got an hour or if I got 10 minutes. So I'm gonna dump the cart. He's gonna combine. I just talked to the shop about my steering not working. Told me a few things to try, so I'm going to do that and see if I can't figure out why the sensor's not working. Alright, here is the sensor that detects that, and here's a cord coming from it here. Look at this. No wonder it says line disconnect, because the line's disconnected. Sweet! And just like that, it's reading. Oh, that was a cheap fix. It's cruising along. We've got about 175, 180 acres. This half section cut. But I'm going to show you guys a few of the things in this cab that are different. Up here, this little vent up in here, air conditioned cubby. So if you want to throw a water bottle or something up there. Radio, all of our controls to fold our auger, to fold our extensions, turn on our GPS, steering, to enable that. Road mode, lights, windshield wipers, whatever, climate control, monitor. These are the same, pretty much the same position as the old header or old combine to control your header and feeder house and rotor to turn all that on. But this is all kind of reconfigured a little bit differently. But they're kind of grouped up nice. Header, rotor, cleaning area, parking, brake and propulsion, spreader, throttle, and then your gear shift is back here. Up on this thing, this propulsion lever, reel controls, header controls, auger. This button will shut off the 4 augers in the grain tank and let the main tube unload. Case has done that since 2012, I believe. Auger unfold, as well as there's a shift button on the back, and that will adjust our spout. Anything blue here has a shift function. So this is our resume. We push this once, the header will go down. We push it again, it goes to a second preset height. If we hold the shift button and push that, it raises our header on the end. Auto steer, but this button's a feed rate control. Had to look in the book. That is kind of like a cruise control for the combine, depending on engine load and how full the machine is. So that we will probably use in wheat. The peas we don't use it because we're just dealing with a fluffy crop. We'll definitely try that out in the wheat though. But like I said, these blue buttons, lateral tilt. So if I hold this button on the back side, push these, it'll tilt my header. This will tilt my front of my header, tip it forward or back. And that is about it for in this cab. Oh yeah, lots of new storage back here. The seats moved back a little bit, so we lost some of the storage, but there's still like some cubbies here or whatever. More storage here, little like this storage here. This is actually the same up here as it is in the quad track. But yeah, that is that's kind of the new cabs. Really like them, and foot pegs. I mean, everybody needs Harley pegs in their farm equipment. Here comes the cart again. Making a mess again. Got a little bit of buckwheat wrapped around that cross auger, and it sure shells the pea leaves off, that's for sure. Well, these peas are tall. They got a little bit of buckwheat tangled up in them. We're having a little bit of trouble in the thick spots with them plugging up. They just can't quite pull them through quick enough to get them fed through. So we have this happen, and we got to pull that out, put it on the ground. Usually you can get it feed in, but it didn't this time. They're just so fluffy and not much weight to them, and they just catch and they get stuck. We didn't have trouble with this over on the last piece. They were a little bit shorter and they just fed in a lot better. So all right, all done with that last field. Now we are on to the next field, but it's got lentils over here in it, and you can see it really good when the wind is blowing in the direction. But we need to desiccate those lentils to get them to dry down, and then we can harvest them. But right now they're too green. I'm gonna plug the header up. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh yeah, there we go. Way to be Mac Don, get it done. But anyways, lentils will just stay green if there's enough moisture in the ground yet. They'll just keep on growing and growing and growing in that low spot. And that will cause a problem. They will fill up the concaves, they won't thrash out, and they throw them out the back of the combine. So we use desiccant, I guess you would call it, to dry those plants off on top so we can combine them. Plan is we'll do that tomorrow. So we're going to get these peas cut around the outside of those lentils so we can do that. I'll show you when I get closer. They look like they're still pretty green in the low spots. There you can see how green the lentils are down in this low spot. Also, there's some random weeds out there. Well, not so random. Some of the fields got some pretty weedy spots. We need to take care of that as well. So that will dry all that out so we can harvest it, put it in the bin, and won't have any trouble with green pods or any of that stuff wrecking our grain bins. Conditions just completely changed. See, there's like not a whole lot of leaves flying off right now. I'm gonna quit because it's getting tough out. It's starting to run quite a bit through my return, and I think we're putting some on the back of the combine. So quitting early tonight.
Check out the new Ariat work shirt. America.
It even has this nifty front shirt pocket for putting things in. Air conditioned armpits, so your armpits stay air conditioned. And the back of the shirt's longer than the front to cover up the farmer's crack. And you can get your very own Ariat shirt in the link below. Shameful plug. Oh Dash, how I've missed you. Now I gotta turn my nozzles to the 08s. They are like 15 gallon per acre nozzles. This stuff likes coverage. The chemical that we're going to use does not move around in the plant like Roundup or a lot of other ones that go down and kill the plant from the roots. This just dries the plant out. It just takes and makes all the green stuff that's still green, all those cells will open up and the moisture will go out. So it doesn't translocate throughout the plant and affect the seed at all. It just dries out what's green. And see these nozzles, they spray both directions, getting maximum coverage. Well, we have a problem. Went to go power up the AgCam Pro monitor, hit the power button, it flashed powering down and went blank. It's not what it's supposed to do. Which makes me think that it's not just a simple fuse or something like that that blew. Makes me think that there's something wrong with the node that runs all of the sections and the nozzles. I hope it's not that. We've already replaced that once. And that was expensive. Don't turn off that switch. We think. Ready to go? Well, that was a waste of an hour of prime spraying time. You see our old sprayer, that was our switch for the pump. Must be sleepy yet this morning. So this gramoxin is one of the most dangerous chemicals we use as far as contact on our skin. It'll do the same thing to your skin, your eyeballs, anything that it gets on as it does to the crop, where it makes those cells explode and dry out, and it will burn you very bad. So gloves, respirator, long sleeves. So busy morning. Got the sprayer going. Dad's gonna go spray a couple loads out this morning. I don't think he'll get all the acres done. Only got about 650 acres of peas yet to cut, and then we're gonna have a little bit of downtime between any other crops that are ready. Our durum at home is probably a week away yet. These lentils have to sit about a week before we can cut them, so that'll be good. We can get caught up on a few other things around the yard, around the farm. We got some bales to stack, and we'll throw a tarp on top of the good second cut alfalfa. And today we got to weld on the new header. Yeah, you heard me right. I got to do some welding on the new header. A bolt bracket broke off that we're not really sure what caused it to break in the first place, but broke a bolt. Put a new jam bolt in there. The jam bolt caused a tab to break, so we got to weld that tab back on. We'll take the header off to do that. I've got a buddy out from church that is going to be trucking for us today to the elevator. What else is going on? Oh yeah, AgCam sent over some camera adapter cords to go from the plugs for the Case IH camera locations to an AgCam. So we got some AgCams in the shop that we're going to stick on top of our grain tank so we can watch our grain tank levels and know exactly when it's going to overfill. So I'll show you guys where all those cords go, where the adapters are for that, and I think that's about it for the morning. Then go cut. So up on top of the combines there's a green plug here by the GPS receiver. Gonna take the AgCam adapter, plug that in, put the camera on, and go check on the monitor, see what it got us set up in there. There we go. All right, so 40 series machines. All you gotta do is come into one of your run screens, select video, whatever size you want. I'm gonna go 2x5, and then go back to run screen 5. There's our camera. And we can run up to 3 cameras, and then you just touch them, they should pan through them all. Right now we're just gonna run this one. We're gonna run some backup cameras yet on here, but for now, we're ready to go. The 2 other cord connections, the other 2 cameras, are right up here above the rotor, right here, so you can hook the adapter up and run the extension cords wherever you want to run them. Backup camera, auger, unloading auger, wherever you want to put them. So there you go. Get a set. They're awesome. So this tab right here is what broke. We put spring tension for the belt is adjusted here, and there's a push rod that pushes in there against this white plate. Somehow that bolt broke, lost that, and then stuck a jam bolt in there that didn't let it flex. Dad tightened up jam nuts on both sides here and put pressure against this, and this has to float, and it couldn't, so that's what we figured broke that tab. We're gonna stick something in here, a washer, weld it, make it work for now, and then we'll have to get a new part from MacDon for that. But that shouldn't have broke, because I don't know why the bolt broke. Any ideas? Get rid of this farmer engineering. Alright, we're gonna weld this washer on from the back side here. Maybe put a little bead there too so it doesn't flex off of there. Everything's blowing off best we can do. We got water here. The two firefighters are here. Party. There we go. Welded on washer, jam nuts, ready rod. It's go time. Hey Colin?
Yep.
Go time.
Go time.
Kind of a busy place over here. So we just finished this 80-acre field minus the lentils that are out there obviously. And this field ran about 8 bushels less than the first field we cut over here. This field did not have fungicide sprayed with the plane on it. The rest of these fields did. So this is kind of our control to see if it was worth it or not. Let's see. Onto the 600-acre block here, and this is it for the peas, besides some green spots we left over at the guest place.
The header plugged. Let's go see if we can help Warren. Oh, he might get him puked out. Didn't even have to get all dusty and nasty again. Back to the Chariot. Ugh. Go figure. Plugged again. He's trying to push it out. Come on, I think it's gonna work. But he got it.
I just realized that we have another 120-acre field to cut after this one. Thought we were done on that side of the highway already. Nope. Kind of hard to see. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh look, both combines are stuck now. Well, stuck headers, plugged headers.
The thunderstorm was located 7 miles north of the Pines Wreck area and 18 miles south of Glasgow, moving north at 10 miles per hour. Hazard, 16 miles per hour with gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact.
Well, we had a breakdown on the conveyor. Lost the drive belt that runs the two drive rolls, timing belt. So we're gonna go get an auger out of the shed real quick here and hook it up to a little tractor and keep trucking. Run her back. That'll work. Crisis averted.